Welcome to TSG's Wisdom of the Zodiac class and meditation. This is our monthly program brought to you from the collection of Torquem's writings on the wisdom of the Zodiac. Today's presentation is on the subject of Sagittarius, and it is taken from Volume 3 of Wisdom of the Zodiac, Chapter 37, titled Sagittarius, Web of Energies. Let me start out by saying that you are not limited to expressing in your life to the zodiacal sign in which you are born, or the place you are born, or the parents for that matter. The wisdom of the zodiac teaches us that no matter when you were born and where, what sign you were born under, you are not limited to that sign. In fact, why would every month be a possibility for you if you were limited? So every month when we are under the influence of one of the zodiacal signs, that means that we have unlimited possibilities open to us every month to fine-tune ourselves and to grow and expand in new ways and to overcome some of the limitations that we were maybe brought up under. Now, that is what each sign represents. What does Sagittarius represent? Sagittarius is a very fiery energy that presents us with the opportunity to turn our life around, to open a new possibility in our life, or new visions, or a new page even of your striving or the way you express your life. So Sagittarius does that by giving us the keynote of setting goals. So we are now able to set new goals and new possibilities in our life. And by doing that, we grow into the realm of the possible rather than the realm of the limited. We see that many things are possible in our life. We can set goals, we can reach them. And in fact, as soon as we reach a goal, we are then able to see that there are hundreds of new opportunities waiting for us as we accomplish each goal. The problem that I find with goals is as soon as we set them, within 2 weeks or a month even, we forget them and we neglect them. And I've thought about that a great deal. Why do we do that? We do that for the most part because these goals are not things that we ourselves set. It is not something we have bought into, something that is real to us from the depth of our heart. If they were real and something that we really wanted to achieve and really vested in and wanting to do, then we would do it. The problem that we have when we are not able to follow our goals is because they are based on some sort of self-deception. We are in self-deception many days of our life. And what kinds of deceptions are these? In the Ageless Wisdom teachings, we are told that there are 3 kinds of self-deceptions for us to be aware of. The first one is physical self-deceptions that are called Maya. The second is emotional self-deceptions, and these are called glamours. And the third kind of self-deception is the mental kind, and those are called illusions. Now, all of these are deceptions that we operate under. What are they? They are obsessive, compulsive, addictive behaviors. Now, we know that we have food addictions or physical addictions to people and things or places. We also have emotional addictions, or this unquenchable thirst to be recognized, to be catered to be told we are wonderful and great. We have that emotional stickiness or emotional addiction. We also have currently all over the world mental addictions where we think our knowledge, our training, our point of view, our political or religious or cultural expressions are just the best. And we stick to them at the expense of excluding other people and excluding other opinions and other knowledge and other learnings and other people even. So these 3 are self-deceptions. And these are very important for us to see. Some of them are very visible. If we are having health conditions, for example, or relationship issues, they're very easy to pinpoint and see, but others are a lot more sinister and much more subtle. So you need to look at your life at this time of the year. When Sagittarius comes and you have a deep impulse in you to set goals, to change your life, to turn your life around, consider if you're operating under truth or some sort of self-deceptions. Now, the interesting thing about self-deceptions is they create the filter through which you embrace or you understand or you are in contact with other ideas or feelings or things to do. So, for example, you might want to do something, but the advertising tells you to do it differently. You might want to feel healed and forgiven and let go of the past, but other people may influence you differently. You might want to think in an expansive, broad-minded, inclusive fashion, but the media or the commentators or friends may dissuade you. So we are influenced directly by people, by the media, by the energies all over the world. So the Sagittarius brings us these two key ideas. One, that if you want to set a goal in your life, which is the time to do it now, and you want to do it in a way that you are linked to it and you really work on it and you perpetuate it and you want to make it a real expression in your life, if you want to do that, it cannot be made, that goal cannot be made in a self-deceptive kind of energy. Okay, so let me read then a little bit from this chapter. This is a beautiful chapter, chapter 37, page 423, to show us how we are getting influenced and how to limit or negate that influence in our life. We are living in a network of energies which are crisscrossing each other and interpenetrating our whole life. So the first thing you're going to realize when you consider this Sagittarian period is, what kind of energy field are you living in? You are being bombarded every minute by energies, thoughts, feelings, compulsions that are coming at you from everywhere. This web of energies coming from distant stars and galaxies, from great minds and beings, from centers, and even from human beings, is always circulating. So it's not just bad or sinister energies, there are wonderful, healing, uplifting, inspiring, life-affirming energies that are circulating all around us all the time. And we are influenced by them. We are living in this web of energies. So that's the first thing you're going to realize. If you want to set a goal, what kind of energy do you have inside of you and what kind of energy are you living in? Your immediate environment, starting from your family, your home, and take it larger. What kind of thought energy are you living in? What kind of an emotional energy are you living in? And what kind of things are you attracted to that you want to have in your life? And to realize that you are going to be influenced. We recognize any of these vibrations when we develop a corresponding sense within ourselves. So at first you may feel like, no, there are no energies influencing me, but consider that you have 5 senses, 5 physical senses: hearing, touch, sight, taste, smell, and so on. And these can be fine-tuned. For example, if you look at the way an artist sees color and shape, it is far different from what a common person with untrained eyes is able to distinguish. Or you might consider the ears or the hearing ability, the perception of a well-trained musical genius. That person is going to hear notes, rhythm, tempo, in a much keener way than I would, or any ordinary person who is not well-trained in music. So we can see even on the physical level, we have many different levels of our senses. So if you start thinking of your senses and say, what am I seeing? What am I feeling? What am I sensing? What am I touching that is influencing me in some form? You can fine-tune your senses to such a degree that these 5 senses actually become, in a higher counterpart, your emotional senses, and even higher, your mental senses are developed. And these are called the higher senses that are equivalent to your physical senses. No energy exists if we do not respond to it consciously and record it consciously. Isn't that interesting? That we probably think there are no energies around us. I don't feel anything. I don't get any inspirations. That's because I'm not really conscious of them and registering them with the senses that I have. But we can utilize any energy consciously when we register it. So you're going to try to sit quietly and say, what am I feeling? What am I hearing? What am I sensing behind these words, behind these thoughts that I'm listening to every day? So you're going to register it, and then you're going to analyze it. Analyze it instead of accepting things wholesale, whether they're coming from inside of you or outside of you. Instead of accepting it wholesale, analyze it. And third, assimilate it. If it's something good, something worthwhile and health-giving for you, try to assimilate it. And then fourth, try to express it in everything that you do. This is how we change our life. It is a step-by-step approach, which is a response to an energy, response to an internal impulse that comes to us. In the action of creativity, this is on page 424, you find yourself and what you are. Isn't that beautiful? So in your action of creativity, creativity means that you are creating a new page in your life in whatever way you want to express yourself. When you take that action, that is when you find out who you are. Just sitting and thinking about it is not enough. Feeling and desiring it is not enough. When you take action and you create a new day, a new goal, a new page in your life, this is when you are going to find out who you truly are. And Sagittarian energy can only be understood when we start developing within ourselves sensitivity and a response to that energy around us. Isn't that beautiful? So you're going to use the 5 senses that you have as a starting point to develop deeper sensitivity. Now, what is the indication of assimilating and practicing those things that you receive? The first indication of the presence of Sagittarian energies in your life is that you create new orientation. That's beautiful, a new orientation. You don't want to do things in the old way. You are tired of your self-defeating ways and you have a new orientation. You desire something new in your life, a new goal. See if you have new goals at this time of the year, no matter how big you think they are or no matter how small. There are no small and large goals. They are all good. And if they are coming from deep inside of you and not through self-deceptions. And third, new direction in you. You're going to check the new directions. Is your life taking a new direction? Are you healthier, calmer, healed, forgiven, clear in your mind and all the things that you are thinking about? Clear, you are going to look for those signs. Those are your road signs, and they will indicate to you if you are on the right path. In esoteric writings, we are told that Sagittarius creates goals. Okay, so that's the keynote that you're going to take away from this lesson. It creates goals, and goals are created when your personality, your physical, emotional, mental body contacts your soul. Okay, this is very important. What happens when you contact your soul? All the old false blankets or walls that you leaned on, that you used to cover yourself up, fall away. Now that can be very, very revealing, it can be shocking, it can be distressing, but if you persist in finding who you truly are and set your goals accordingly, it is going to be a wonderful and fantastic time for you. And especially when you come to the year end, when you are seeing this year completed and you consider, what am I going to do next year? And you have that quiet moment with yourself. What do I need to do that is different next year, that is different from this year? This is going to happen much more poignantly for you, much more meaningful for you, when you have your bodies connect with your soul. How do you do that? Through meditation. We've talked about meditation is very important, and you're going to see that there are goals and goals and goals, many different kinds, and you're going to go deep into your experience, into your truth, into your true nature, and ask yourself, what do I want to do next year? That is beautiful, healing, life-affirming, and how do I set myself on that path? And to keep in your mind this very beautiful third part of Sagittarius, which is goals are never ending. They are divided into 3 major areas. For an aspirant, starting out, our goals are personality-based, and those are good. They're not bad. We need to clean up our physical life, emotional, mental life, our relationship life, so that we don't have an operation under self-deception. You're going to clean out your self-deceptions one by one and by one and come to the truth. The goal for disciples is a little bit larger. They deal with helping other people, serving the goodness and the well-being of other people and society at large. And so you're going to include your health and well-being and include a larger group as you become a disciple and become ready to serve greater need. And there are 3 third level of goals, which are great thinkers, great masters and initiates, and those are planetary and solar goals. These are much bigger that we consider in our daily life, but for one moment during this period of Sagittarius, think about the great men and women in every field of human endeavor who have done tremendous things to change life for the better for us. So think about how they dealt with their life. Read biographies of great leaders, people that you admire, from either currently living or past, and consider they did not live an easy life. They set strong and decisive goals for their life. They took chances. They failed many, many times miserably, and they got up and did it again. And this is what this fiery nature of Sagittarius is. It brings these great ideas to our life that indeed you are not limited by anything. You are limitless if you connect your daily life, your personality life, to your soul life, to your inner truth. You will be unlimited. Isn't that beautiful? So this is the teaching, very simple, taken from this wonderful chapter. I recommend that you read this chapter during this time, and as always, celebrate and observe the full moon for 3 days at least, or 5 days, or the best would be 7 days. Of course, eventually, every day of every month will be a way that you fine-tune your life and you tune in to the web of energies that are available to you every day. Remember that every moment of your life, the truth and the answer is available for you if you're willing to do the work and go deep in yourself. Okay, so now we are going to do a meditation, a guided meditation. We will start with closing our eyes and relaxing and sitting erect. And we will say 3 ohms. You can say it silently or out loud, followed by the great invocation, and then after that, follow my guided meditation. Okay, so sit down very quiet, put a smile on your face. Focus yourself and align yourself as much as you can with that inner truth. Let us say 3 ohms. Say the great invocation from the point of light within the mind of God. Let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. from the center, where the will of God is known. Let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Visualize a shining light on a mountain top. Go to that mountain top and try to be one with that light. Keep yourself aware and awake and conscious. Don't fall asleep. That light represents your inner light. Now meditate on this question. What is blocking my light from shining out? What deceptions do I have inside of me that blocks the light from shining out? And be very logical in thinking about what limits your physical, emotional, and mental bodies, and how to remove those blockages and let your light shine out. Visualize your light expanding and pushing out those self-deceptions from your life. Push them out and let your light shine out. Expand that sphere of light and shine out in beauty. Shine out in joy. Shine out in truth as a true being. In your full glory, let that light shine out. Repeat after me. Lead us, O Lord, from darkness to light, from the unreal to the real, from death to immortality, from chaos to beauty. Thank you for joining me today. It's a pleasure to see you every month, and I hope I see you next time. If you have any questions or need more information, please do not hesitate to email us directly. Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful celebration and observation of the Sagittarius full moon. Thank you.